Hello and welcome back. Game 1 did not go well for us. I'm Miniac.
My name's WAFL.
And we're back with Sins of Solar Emperor. Hopefully this time it'll go a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm
This game's still in beta. Just letting you guys know. You're new to this stream, this video. So there's bugs. We're not worried about it.
Yep. You can bitch and whine about my last game. I played terribly and I know it. I was making mistakes left, right and center. It happens. Next game, I'm going back to what I know, which is the Advent Loyalists. We're using all the same game options, which I'll show you now. You can see faster, unlock teams, all the same options as the last game. Basically, I was a scrub. I was the scrub, but it's okay. So we're back on 4 hard, 4 normal.
So for game 2, we're doing the same stuff. He's going back to what he knows. I'm gonna try the same strategy right now. I'm gonna go big into the front and rush the first planet.
Yeah, I'm gonna play I'm gonna still stick with a carrier. I think I may do the 5 frigates again, just because that first world's that way. I go for 10 once I start dealing with other players. I'm gonna go straight in with the double lab. In fact, it's probably best just to show you. I'm giving the green light.
So I jump right into this game. That's excellent. I'm gonna get these.
I've never seen you get in a game so fast. Right, so right off the bat, I'm gonna be less.
My frigates.
Oh wait, yeah. The one thing that I switch between that you'll notice, probably in the last game you noticed it, but I was having issues, so I didn't talk about it too much. Is this auto play structures button? It's very useful when you're just putting down labs or ship construction things, but when you're doing defensive, I quite like to physically place those. I don't know if WAFL's in the same boat.
My AI is not too bad on that, but then again, I also like to place mine where I want them.
Yeah. Right, so as you can see, I've done the exact same strategy, but this time my capital has the ability called Adept Drone Anima, which allows me to give my ship an extra squadron right off the bat, meaning it has the 2 bomber squadrons and the 2 fighter squadrons right off the bat, rather than waiting to level 2, which is a huge advantage in my view. Right, so I've got a volcanic planet this time. So as you saw last time, I went for the ice research. This time I've gone for volcanic. I just go for whatever's closest to me.
I am also going to go volcano this game.
Hey, we're not that far apart this game, if that's a join up there at those 2 undiscovereds. I'm just pointing that out.
I'll rush that direction if that's what we're going to do. It's got to be. I've got purple coming in from that dwarf planet, so I'm guessing he's right on the other side over there.
Yeah. 1 minute, dwarf planet. Can you ping it on the map?
Alt key? It's a question mark right now. I'll ping it for him. The alt key on this game is very useful. It shows you planet names.
I've just shown them the feature. I've held down alt now. Right. So, the only problem with me holding alt is I've got to be careful with what I push, because I may jump onto stab. Just jump onto break. Oh yeah.
Alright. So, typically for me, whenever I'm working on my first planet, I will make sure I got all my logistic capacity maxed out before I work on anything else. That'll let me put up more military labs, more civilian labs. So.
Yep. I completely agree with that strategy. I do exactly the same thing. I have a 2-2 on my homeworld. I tend not to put a trade port on my homeworld just because the Advent trade port isn't... It comes in much later in the game, and the advantages from the extra research building over that, to me, on my race, is much better. Whereas I believe tech get trade port much quicker. Like, you don't require 3 labs, do you, to get yours?
My trade port is 2 civic labs.
There we go. See, there's the difference.
Right off the top. And that allows me to keep that income.
Yep. So it's looking like this game I won't have the crystal flood I had last game. Instead it'll be metal flood. But whatever.
There's enough to hold off whatever's coming in for you to get back to your planet.
Yep. That is the best way to describe them. I was having trouble and floundering there. Thank you for that.
No problem, man.
Okay. The next ability I'm going for on my carrier, just so I can keep everyone apprised, is the energy amplification aura. This is amazing. This has an aura, is basically within that purple circle you see up there. I will be giving 8% energy weapon cooldown improved to all ships in that arena. I do not know if it affects allies. I haven't noticed personally, I'm going to be honest there. It's not something I've tended to pay attention to, and I forgot to make my colony ship, but that's okay because this world's cut off from anything. So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2, I'm going to blow one up once it's colonized that world, and I'm just going to continue building. As I said in the last video, it was the quickest and easiest in early stages, although it's a little bit expensive. It's for the time you're saving though, it's a huge advantage. Okay, so what are you doing over here, Waffle? You are scouting.
I'm rushing the dwarf planet, and right now, because my Marsa doesn't allow me to colonize a planet, I've got to get a colony ship up, but I've already maxed out my fleet capacity, so I'm going to spec into that one. It doesn't hurt me at all because I have the credits to do it. So yeah. I'm going to get in there, make a colony ship, and send that over, grab this dwarf planet.
Okay. Cool. So I am colonizing 2 worlds at a time here because, well, why not? I've got the ships. And as you can see over here, there are rebel ships on every planet you visit, but they tend to be a little threat.
They're worth the XP, and that's it.
Yeah. It's kind of like pirates when you make them inactive. The XP from pirates is amazing, but you tend to wait till you have your Titan because you want to get that to level 6 as quick as possible. Unfortunately, I didn't get to show you the Visari Titan. The Visari Titan, the reason that we were discussing it earlier was it creates portals that allow you to jump. As you can see, the jump paths here to here, but if the Visari set up a jump gate here, a jump gate here, they can skip this planet altogether and take it as far as they want, as long as they have 2 jump gates, and their Titan allows them to place jump gates in hostile gravity wells, meaning you can constantly jump your fleet right on top of them, which is just insane in my personal view. Okay, so that planet's now joined the Unity. I will blow this up because I no longer need it. It takes so long for them to gain energy in the early stages of the game, they're not actually worth the credit. So if you're playing this game yourself, the best advice I can give is the civilian infrastructure is necessary. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, the amount of credits lost, the amount of credits gained is just horrifying. Wow. There we go. So, I even went out my way and spent extra credits on resources just to cover that right off the bat, because you actually make a credit loss. And I just pointed at my screen, which you can't see. As you can see, Kondoruses and Smirnova. I'm going to call that Smirnov.
So we're calling it?
Smirnov, yes, it's now called Smirnov.
So the cool thing about this game is you can go in and change the name of anything you want. You want the SS Butt Juice, there you go, let it fly.
Yes. The many silly names of this game. If you are playing this game, post in the comments what your funny, or in chat if you're watching live, your funniest ship name. So we're being 1 minute. So yeah, we actually have an extra viewer right now.
Right now I've jumped in 2 planets. This is pretty deep for me considering I have nothing going on in my main world right now.
Yeah.
Right now I'm just trying to get a good hold. I'm going to let this planet go if I have to, but it'll be a good buffer for me.
Yeah. I mean, right now you see me just rushing planets. I normally don't, but because of the way my system layout is, if you look over here, Waffle, for a second, you can see if I just block up this point and this point, they're going to have a real hard time getting into me.
Now I got a strange one going on. I'm I'm kind of letting it risk right here. I don't know what's behind me at all. I'm just pushing forward towards purple. I'm gonna let that work out. I see that there's Kasai right here. I'm gonna ping it for you.
Also thinking this is purple's homeworld.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm probably gonna head for it, but also just letting this stuff catch up.
Yeah. Basically, the way to tell homeworlds apart, how we're doing it right now with our guesswork, our magical guessing powers, there's actually science behind it. The basic logic behind it is they're always going to be a Terran planet.
Yes.
Just the way the game works. But that's fine. Oh.
So, I personally, I know you can't see my stuff, I've been neglecting all my research. I'm just letting my minerals stack up, letting everything go, and then I'm just going to smash into my research again.
And you just reminded me about research. I'd actually been forgetting it myself.
It's
I've been
something
building
to
the
figure out.
buildings, and you just kind of, you put it at the back of your mind when you're fighting.
Yep.
Research is one of these things that you can make up later. Not enough crystals. So purple's attacking there with a capital, but that's okay, because I have a bigger fleet plus a capital.
So if purple's heading towards him and you're telling me you got a capital over there, I'm going to jump on his homeworld right now.
Yeah. He's the same race as me. He is Advent. I do not know if he is Rebels or Offensive. You can never normally tell that apart by them, except by their Titans. The Titans are completely different. To be honest, there's a few other things to do with buildings and abilities that you see going off, but yeah.
So what's new about Rebels is whenever you capture a new planet, you're taxed on that planet. You have to push out that civilian infrastructure as high as you can, or you're going to get taxed in the long run, and it's no fun.
Yeah. You begin to have credit issues really quickly.
Absolutely.
You discovered this the hard way last time.
Yeah, I had no idea what was happening. It's brand new. Miniac let me know. I got that fixed now.
Yeah. I mean, when they were watching me play there, they would have seen me instantly push that up, which is, oh, someone's giving me a mission. That is one thing that we don't really touch in the multiplayer. In single player, this is a big advantage. These are missions. It says destroy 5 ships owned by purple, which I may do, just because they're attacking me. But if you're playing single player, it's actually quite good to do these, because as you can see, this is minus 7.29, and yeah, they're hateful of me. Funny that. Actually, there's where it tells you if they're loyalist or not. No.
So, do you still have that cap ship hanging out by you?
Oh no, it's left. Actually,
Alright.
Sorry, I was too busy showing.
There's no problem. I'm not paying attention to it. Right now, I'm working on their homeworld. He's got a beam defense system up, which is actually pretty destructive to my cap ship.
Is it? Wow.
It is. It does a lot of damage to my cap ship.
Okay. Those are what I have up on my homeworld, those beams. Unless he's researched... Oh, he could be the offensive one, actually. The offensive, right off the bat, tend to deal slightly more damage than defensive, I've noticed. Don't know if that's just me looking in too much to the simplistic parts of the game, and they're just researching it faster, but my personal opinion so far has been that, as you can see, I've just flown this one over. Each jump uses antimatter, which is expensive, which is why I was rebuilding these. But unfortunately, this one still hasn't got enough antimatter to colonize this world. It requires 90, whereas it's only got 58, but that's fine. It'll build it up over time. So, now that I've got that defensive choke design I really wanted at the start there,
I'm not really sure what's going on with purple right now. He is not pushing out the frigates. He's working on something else. The computer is not the best at multitasking. Sometimes I've seen it just completely shut down.
Yeah.
I've taken out that beam platform. I'm going to work on their frigate factory next.
Yeah, I'm actually going to head over your direction, because that's one jump out from my fleet. I'm going to quickly grab the world in between, just because I can, and it's right there.
Well, so, this planet is working on... I told you we like to multitask. I'm going to zoom out, work on my other planet. I'm just going to let this roam. The computer's really good about letting you know if your fleet's under attack at all. So
Yep.
if something jumps in, I'll find out.
Yep. So how long has this stream been going on? Okay, I forgot to take a note of the time we started at. Isn't that wonderful? I was just thinking for a break, but I'll cut this out. Us talking about a break. Okay, so continuing on, I am jumping my fleet over here, which is actually a purple world. So yeah, I'm attacking purple just next to you're attacking their home world. I'll start scaring them over here as well, because they don't, if it's a defensive player or a offensive, they do not like losing worlds.
Absolutely not.
Mind you, I don't like losing worlds either, so.
Now, I just got one of those things where I told you it likes to tell you what's going on in your worlds. Let's say it's under attack. More than 80% of the time, it's one of the other team's scout ships just flying through there, buzzing the tower, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one thing I dislike. I wish you could disable attack commands, like it going, your planet is under attack, every time they jump a frigate class ship in. That's just my personal scout class. I mean, the information's there in the data. They should be able to differentiate that data. I don't know. That's just me, though.
I've got Purple's frigate factory down. I'm going to work on the cap ship factory. After that, Purple is crippled. They're not going anywhere.
How is your capital doing? Yeah, it's down to 2,000 health. I'll jump over. I'll send my frigate fleet over to assist because they're just there. They're literally just there. I'm gonna.
Do you want to take this planet, or do you want me to? We'll all head back to the other side, towards the east.
I don't mind. I kind of want the Terran planet because they're good on income. In fact, Terran planets aren't that good for my race on income. It's actually the desert planets that I'm really after.
Okay.
It's one of the weird things about Advent. They love their deserts. Just think of Doom.
You know, I'm more of an Arctic. Tech really has a problem with their crystal. I usually spec into it early. I have been neglecting it this game, but you can spec into it and go really efficient into it.
Yeah. I need another hostility, so I'll build it there. Oh shoot, I haven't built it here actually, so I'll cancel that one building because it's actually better to build it here where it's easier to defend. I haven't lost tech labs since the expansion. I do not know if you still lose all your research that you had, but you used to lose like so much research.
I've never lost the research, I've been unable to use it.
Ah, is that the way it works? Okay.
I'm going to join you on this battle, clear out this planet just for the XP, and we got a cap ship in here. I'm going to jump on that, and then I'm going to bug out of here, let you grab this planet.
Okay. Thank you very much. I enjoy planets. They pay my fleets. Whoa, did you lose your capital there?
No, my capital is still up. I'm at full health. My shields are full health. I'm not worried about it.
No, I don't see it. This is weird. Have we desynced? I remember this used to happen. 1 minute, if I ping their homeworld, you tell me if you see it.
I see it right there.
Okay, because I don't see your capital on that world anymore.
I don't see it on the menu on the side. I can see you floating in the gravity well.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and like I said, this is in beta right now. Lots of bugs. I've never seen this one before, but hey, it happens.